Okay, please arrange your chairs properly and please pick up some pieces of papers under your chairs. Okay, fix yourself. Okay, before we start our class, let's have a prayer first. Prayer leader, kindly lead us a prayer. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Good morning, class. Okay, you may now take your seat. How are you today? Are you all okay? Did you eat your breakfast? Oh, it's nice to hear that. Okay, class secretary, who is absent for today? None? Oh, very good. No one is absent for today. Okay, so what was our last topic last meeting? About the, yes? Okay, very good, about the Pascal's triangle. Okay, again, what is a Pascal's triangle? Anyone? Okay, very good. Okay, so Pascal's triangle is an infinite triangular array of binomial coefficients that exhibits numerous mathematical patterns. So it is constructed by starting with 1 at the top, and each subsequent number is the sum of the two numbers directly above it. Okay? Okay, so today we have a new lesson. But before we proceed to our new lesson, let's have an activity first. Okay, so our first activity is called the GPS puzzle. Okay, so I will show you a picture and you will observe and note or notice what does the picture shows. Okay? Okay. Okay, so this is the picture. Try to observe. Okay, so what have you observed in the picture? Anyone? Okay, there are several satellites and cell towers. What else? It is connected by dotted lines. Okay, symbolizing what? Symbolizing how signals travel between them. Okay, so what do you think these signals are used for? What do you think? Anyone? Yes? Okay, thank you for that idea. Okay, how about why is accuracy important in sending these signals? Anyone? Yes? Okay, very good. Okay. Okay, so to better understand, let's proceed to our next activity. Okay, so our next activity is called trigonometric card match. Okay, so I will divide the class into 4 groups. Okay, okay, so please count from 1 to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, okay, please proceed to your groups. Okay, okay, listen everyone. Each group will receive one shuffled set of the 6 cards, 3 function or angle cards, and 3 exact value cards. Each group are instructed to race to match the correct trigonometric function or angle with its exact value. The first group to correctly match all 3 pairs will receive 5 points, while the other group will only have 3 points in each question. Okay, understood, everyone? Any question, clarification? None? Okay. Okay, so after that, one representative per group will explain their answers in front. Okay, so these are the shuffled set of the 6 cards. Observe the cards. Okay. As I count 1 to 5, you can start arranging the cards. I mean, you will match the cards, okay? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, you can start. Okay, group 2 got the correct answer. But first, let's hear the answer from group 1. Okay? Okay, listen everyone. Pay attention, please. Okay. Okay, so any representative from group 1 to explain their answer in front? Okay. Okay, thank you, group 1. How about group 3? Any representative to explain their answer? Okay, thank you, group 3. How about group 4? Representative from group 4? Okay, thank you, group 4. The last but not the least is the group 2. Okay, representative from group 2 to explain their answer. Okay, only the group 2 got the correct answer. Okay, so this is the answer of group 2. Okay, explain your answer, group 2. Okay, very good, group 2. Let's give a round of applause to everyone. Okay, so only group 2 got 5 points, while group 1, 3, and 4 got 3 points. Okay, please write your members on a 1/4 sheet of paper and write the total score and pass it in front. Okay, so I have a question. Okay, any representative from group 1 to answer the first question? Okay. The question for group 1 is, which unit circle coordinate the x or y gave you the answer for cosine 45 degrees? Okay, thank you, group 1. Next, group 2, any representative to answer the question? Okay, the question for group 2 is, if sine 30 degrees is equal to 1/2 is an exact ratio, what does this tell you about the sides of a right triangle with a 30-degree angle? Okay, thank you for that answer, group 2. How about group 3? Okay, any representative to answer the question, group 3? Okay, the question for group 3 is, looking at the ratio from question 2, how can this ratio, the side opposite or the hypotenuse, be used in a new formula to find unknown sides in triangles that are not right triangles? Okay, thank you for your answer, group 3. Next, group 4, and a representative to answer from group 4. Okay, the question for group 4 is, based on the pattern you observe in the card match, why is knowing the exact value like 1/2 for sine 30 degree more useful than a decimal approximation like 0.5 when trying to find an unknown side of a triangle? Okay, thank you for that answer, group 4. Okay, so do you have any idea what is our new lesson? Anyone? About the SOHCAHTOA? Mm-hmm. What else? About the Okay, very good. About the exact value. Very good. Okay, so our new lesson is all about exact values of circular functions of an angle. Okay, so but before we proceed to our main topic, let's have our learning objectives first. Okay, everyone, please read our learning objectives. Okay, thank you so much. Okay, so in previous lessons, we have defined trigonometric functions with respect to right triangles. This time, we will define the trigonometric functions on a unit circle. Okay, so the trigonometric functions on the unit circle. So a unit circle is a circle with center at the origin and a radius of 1. Okay? So na jud siya radius na 1 ang unit circle. Okay, so consider the following unit circle with x and y as the coordinates of one of the points on the circle. Okay, so take a look at the picture, everyone. Consider also the right triangle whose legs are x and y and the hypotenuse of 1, which is the radius of the unit circle. Okay, so by the Pythagorean theorem, we can say that x squared plus y squared is equal to 1. Okay, so this is the equation of the unit circle. Okay? Okay. Take a look at the figure. We have we have there the angle. Makita na to siya sa left side sa figure. And then, ang sa baba sa figure mo na siya ginatawag na tog adjacent side. Ang kaning atbang sa angle niya nga kaning naay theta, mo na siya ginatawag og opposite, which is kaning sa right side sa figure. Ang longest side sa figure mo na siya ginatawag og hypotenuse. Okay? So we have here the SOHCAHTOA. The trigonometric functions, first is the cotangent theta is equal to adjacent over opposite. Next is the secant theta is equal to hypotenuse over adjacent. Next is the cosecant theta is equal to hypotenuse over opposite. Am I too fast? Okay. Okay, so consider the 30, 60, 90-degree triangle below, with one of its legs measuring 1 unit and hypotenuse of 2 units. Okay, so using the Pythagorean theorem, we say that the other side has length square root of 3. In general, in any 30, 60, 90-degree triangle, the hypotenuse is always, again, it is always twice the measure of the shortest side of the triangle. And the longer side or the longer leg is square root of 3 times the measure of the shortest side. Okay? So, take a look at the figure. Ang katong sa adjacent side niya is naa siya'y square root of 3. Ang sa opposite side naa siya'y 1. While the hypotenuse is naa siya'y 2. Okay? So, this is the figure of the 30, 60, 90 triangle. Next, we have here the 30, 60, 90 triangle. Okay, so using trigonometric ratios, we can say that cosine 30 degrees is equal to square root of 3 over 2. And sine 30 degrees is equal to 1/2. So, kani siya, kay representation lang ni siya. Pero pag imuha ni siyang gamitan og calculator, ang mugawas jud sa cosine 30 degree is square root of 3 over 2 if naka-fraction siya. While pag imong i-calculator pud ning sine 30 degree, ang mugawas pod is 1/2. Okay? So, asa ni gikuha dari sa tauna sa cosine 30 degree? So, asa ni gikuha si square root of 3 over 2? So, gikuha si square root of 3 kay ang trigonometric function sa cosine, di ba, is adjacent over hypotenuse. So, ang adjacent side niya is square root of 3 based sa figure, di ba? Okay, so over hypotenuse, so ang value sa hypotenuse is 2. Okay, dali na punta sa sine 30 degree. Okay, so ngano na 1/2 man siya. Okay, so ang trigonometric function sa sine is opposite over hypotenuse. Okay, so ang opposite value niya kaning sa figure is 1. Okay, so na siya 1 over the hypotenuse. So the hypotenuse in the figure is 2. So mo nang nag-come up taog 1/2. Okay? Okay. Okay, consider a 30-degree angle in standard position in a unit circle and form a right triangle. Okay. So, diri sa figure, na siya 30, 60, 90 degree. So, ang value na nga nakabutang sa adjacent side niya is square root of 3 over 2. While sa opposite side is ang 1/2. Moto atong giansiran kaganina. While ang hypotenuse value niya is 1. Okay? Okay, so the intersection of the terminal side with the unit circle is called as the terminal point. Okay? So take a look at the picture. Ang kaning naidot diri sa babaw is mo na ginatawag na tuog terminal point. So ang terminal point daw is square root of 3 over 2 og ang 1/2. So asa man na siya gikuha? So gikuha na siya, first is ang kanang square root of 3 over 2 is mao na siya atong ang answer kaganina. So atong first atong giansiran which is katong sa cosine, right? Tama ba ko? Okay, so mo na siya ang value sa ato ang adjacent pod. Well, ang kaning sa 1/2 mao po na atong value sa atong opposite, okay? So, ang kanang kuan again, ang kanang sa intersection sa terminal side with the unit circle mo siya ginatawag og terminal point. So gikan ra na siya sa value sa ato ang adjacent og sa atong hypotenuse. Okay? Nagets ba? Okay. Okay, so standard position in a unit circle that form a right triangle. So in this illustration, the terminal point of the 30-degree angle in standard position is square root of 3 over 2 and 1/2. Ngano man? Ngano ganito? Kay? Okay. So, ang giingon man gud dira kay standard position in a unit circle that form a right triangle. So, diri man nato makita ang right angle. Okay, di ba? Right angle, pila ang measurement sa right angle? It is, okay, 90 degrees. Okay, so makita na to ang right angle diri sa parts adjacent, diri sa tunga sa adjacent o sa opposite side. So, mo nang ato ang terminal point is square root of 3 over 2 og ang 1/2 which is, again, ang value ra sa ato ang adjacent o sa atong opposite side. Okay? Nagets ba? Okay, do you have any question, clarification? Paspas ra ba akong pag-explain? Okay, let's proceed. Okay, so notice that cosine 30 degrees is equal to square root of 3 over 2. Is the same as the x-coordinate of the terminal point, while sine 30 degree is equal to 1/2. Is the same as the y-coordinate of the terminal point. Okay, so Based akong pag-explain ganina, again, mo na siya ang terminal point. So, ang kanang first value niya, which is kanang square root of 3/2, mo na siya ang value sa atong x coordinate. Di ba? Tama ba? Okay, tama. So, ang first na value, mo na ang x value or ang x coordinate. Well, ang second value, pag human sa x coordinate, of course, ang y coordinate or ang y value. Okay, so consider an isosceles right triangle. By letting one of its legs be 1 unit long and following the formula of the Pythagorean theorem, so we can say that the length of the hypotenuse is square root of 2. So, in general, in any 45, 90 degrees triangle, the measure of the hypotenuse is always square root of 2 times the measure of one of its legs. Okay? So, kaganina, makita nato ang square root of 3 sa adjacent sa 30, 60, 90 degree. Diri sa 45, 90, ang hypotenuse na pod niya muupod ang square root of 2. Okay? Nakita ninyo ang difference? Okay. Okay, so using trigonometric ratios, we can say that cosine 45 degrees is equal to square root of 2 over 2. And sine 45 degrees is equal to square root of 2 over 2. Okay, so giunsa man pagkuha si square root of 2 over 2. Okay. So, gikuha na siya. Pwede ka magamit atong sa figure, katong sa figure sa last figure na akong gipakita, o pwede pod ka diretso og solve sa calculator. I-type lang nimo dito ang cosine 45 degree, mugawas na siya naka-fraction ang square root of 2 over 2. Same lang siya sa sine 45 degree. Imuha siyang gamitan og calculator, ang mugawas square root of 2 over 2. Okay? So again, kung magmano-mano ka, based sa katong last figure kaganina, ang trigonometric function sa cosine is adjacent over hypotenuse. I-substitute o kuhaon lang nimo ang value. Next is ang trigonometric function sa sine, which is opposite over hypotenuse. Okay? Nagets ba? Okay, very good. Okay, now, consider a 45-degree angle in standard position in a unit circle and form a right triangle. Okay, dere, gi-represent lang gihapon tong katong mga gipang solve ganina. So 45, 45, 90 degree. So ang value sa itong adjacent dere is square root of 2 over 2. Based sa katong gi-solve ka ganina. Next is ang opposite side, na siya value na square root of 2 over 2. While the hypotenuse is 1. Okay, so ang terminal point pud ani is square root of 2 over 2 o square root of 2 over 2. Asa man na siya gikuha? Siya gikuha na siya sa value lang sa imuhang adjacent o sa imuhang sa opposite side. Kaya nga naman, nga diha man gikuha. Again, ang gipangita kaganina o ang gipangita ana is ang standard position nga sa unit circle na naka-form siya og right triangle. Again, di ba? So, makita na to ang right angle diha sa between sa adjacent o sa opposite. So, mao nang ato ang diha na to makita ang terminal point. Okay? Okay, so ginabalik-balik lang nako para dili ninyo malimtan. Okay? Okay. In this illustration, the terminal point of the 45-degree angle in standard position is, again, para to sa akong explain ganina, square root of 2 over 2, square root of 2 over 2. So, value lang na siya sa adjacent o sa opposite side. Wala siya ang terminal point na to. Okay. Notice that cosine 45 degrees equal to square root of 2 over 2 is the same as the x-coordinate of the terminal point, while sine 45 degree is equal to square root of 2 over 2 is the same as the y-coordinate of the terminal point. Okay, so, wala siya. Balik-balik na akong i-explain ganina. Pwede ka mag-solve mano-mano nimo or pwede pong kagamitan nimo og pwede ka magamit sa mag-solve ka na diretso sa calculator or pwede pong ka magamit atong trigonometric function kung wala kay calculator magamit. Okay? Okay, so mag-base lang jud ka sa figure nga ihatag. Okay? Okay. Let's proceed. Okay, so based on this, the terminal points for special angles are the following. Okay, so the first degree is 0. Okay, the radian or the radian of 0 degree is 0, while the terminal points are 1 and 0. Next degree is 30 degree. So the radian of 30 degree is pi over 6, while the terminal point of 30 degrees is square root of 3 over 2 and 1/2. Okay? Next, we have here the 45 degree. So the radian of 45 degree is pi over 4. And then the terminal points are square root of 2 over 2 and square root of 2 over 2. Next, we have here the 60 degree. So the radian of 60 degree is pi over 3, while the terminal points are 1/2 and square root of 3 over 2. Next, the last one, 90 degree. The radian of 90 degree is pi over 2. Okay, so the terminal points of 90 degree is 0 and 1. Okay? Understood? Do you have any question, clarification? Okay, none so far. Okay, let's proceed. Okay, now, for any angle theta on the unit circle, the intersection between the angle and the circle can be labeled as x and y. To get the value of x with respect to angle theta, we have to solve for cosine theta. And for the value of y, we will get sine theta since a right triangle is formed as shown on the image on the next page. So, the image below, okay? Take a look at the image below. Okay. Okay, from the image, we can derive the trigonometric functions where theta is an angle in standard position and P, the x and y, is the terminal point on the unit circle determined by theta. Okay? Okay, so we have here the sine theta is equal to, okay, same lang ni siya sa akong explain ganina nga trigonometric functions. Okay, pero naa lang siya'y gidungag. Okay? Okay, so we have here the sine theta is equal to opposite over hypotenuse. So it is equal to y. So mo na siya ang y coordinate. Next, we have here the cosine theta is equal to adjacent over hypotenuse. Muna siyang equal to x coordinate. Our value niya is x. Okay? Next, the tangent theta is equal to opposite over adjacent. Or it is equal to y over x, where x is not equal to 0. Okay, so asa man ni siya gikuha? Si y over x. So, mo na siya ang sa tangent, ang y niya mo na ang opposite side. Walang x is mo na ang adjacent niya. Where ang x or ang adjacent niya dapat dili siya mag-equal og 0. Okay? Understood? Okay. Next, we have here the cosecant theta is equal to hypotenuse over opposite. Okay, so it is equal to 1 over y, where y is not equal to 0. Next, we have here the secant theta. It is equal to hypotenuse over adjacent. It is equal to 1 over x, where x is not equal to 0. Okay? Next, the last one, we have here the cotangent theta. It is equal to adjacent over opposite equals x over y, where x is not equal to 0. Okay, nagets ba? Nalibog? Wala ra. Okay. Okay, let's proceed. Okay, we have here the example. Tagaan ta mong example para mas masabtan ninyo ang lesson, okay? Okay, determine the exact value of tangent 60 degrees. Okay, so first step in the solution, determine the terminal point. Okay, so the terminal point of a 60-degree angle is 1/2 and square root of 3 over 2. Thus, x is equal to 1/2 and y is equal to square root of 3 over 2. Okay, so asa man na siya gikuha? Dito sa terminal point sa 60 degree katong naa sa table kaganina na akong gipakita. Okay, so ang first value niya, which is ang 1/2 mo dyan ang iyang x, while the other point after sa 1/2, which is ang square root of 3 over 2, is mo na ang iyang value sa x, or mo na ang iyang y coordinate. Okay? Next, solve for tangent 60 degrees. Okay, so we have here the formula or the trigonometric function of the tangent theta, which is equal to y over x. Okay, so the value of our y is square root of 3 over 2. So i-substitute lang nato ang mga values over the value of x, which is 1/2. Okay? So, i-divide nimo na siya. Pila answer? The answer is square root of 3. Okay? So, inana lang siya kasayon. I-divide lang nimo na siya. I-substitute lang jud nimo ang values. Importante nga makabalo ka unsa ang mga values, especially sa terminal points. Okay? Next, let's proceed to reference angle. Okay, so a reference angle is the smallest acute angle between the terminal side of an angle in standard position and the x-axis. Okay, so to compute for the reference angle, we should determine the location of the angle in standard position. Okay? Okay, so the following summarizes the reference angle of an angle in standard position in different quadrants. Okay, note that if the angle is not in the interval like 0 degree, 360 degree, or 0 and 2 pi, we need to find first the coterminal angle of the angle in the specified interval before computing for the reference angle. Okay? Okay, so take a look at the table. Okay, so based sa table na ata dere location of angle o reference angle. Okay, so in quadrant 1, the reference angle is theta. So again, unsa ang value sa theta? Ang value sa theta is always 180 degrees. Okay? Next, quadrant 2, 180 degrees minus theta, or pi minus theta. Next, quadrant 3, theta minus 180 degree, or theta minus pi. Next, in quadrant 4, we have here the 360 degree minus theta, or 2 pi minus theta. Okay. Okay. Another example, find the reference angle of theta is equal to 120 degrees. Okay, so the angle in standard position whose measure is 120 degrees is located in the second quadrant. To find the reference angle for this, we simply subtract it from 180 degrees. Okay, so basic lang siya. Unsa to'y buhaton? Okay, so 180 degrees minus 120 degrees. Ngano man? Ngano kana man ang gigamit? Kay tungod, naaman siya sa second quadrant. Ngano naaman siya sa second quadrant? Kay, ang iyahang measurement man kay 120 degrees. Nganong dili man sa quadrant 1? Kay ang quadrant 1, pila ang measurement sa quadrant 1? Only 90 degrees. Okay, so 120 degrees man siya. So, mulapas dito siya, maabot dito siya sa quadrant 2. Okay. So, ang reference angle sa quadrant 2 is 180 over, I mean, 180 degrees minus theta. Okay, so substitute lang ang values. We have here 180 degrees minus 120 degrees, which is ang value sa theta. So, subtract nimo pilang answer. Ang answer is 60 degrees. Okay, very good. Next, let's proceed to quadrantal angles. Okay, quadrantal angles are angles in standard position whose terminal side is located in the axis. Okay, some of the quadrantal angles include 0 degrees, 90 degrees, 180 degrees, 270 degrees, and 360 degrees. Okay, so if these angles are drawn in a unit circle, the terminal points will be 1 and 0, 0 and 1, and 0 and -1 as illustrated in the following figure. Okay, so this is the figure. Take a look at the figure, everyone. Okay. Okay, let's proceed to special angles. Okay, special angles are angles on the unit circle with measurements that are divisible by 30 degrees and 45 degrees. Okay, so the image below shows all the special angles and their corresponding terminal points. Okay, so ang kaning image diri or ang figure nga na diri sa right side is mo na siya tong mga value sa terminal point bawat um angle from 0 degree up to 360. So makita nato dara ang mga terminal points. Okay? Okay, let's proceed to another example. Okay, so daghanon na tong example para mas masabtan ninyo ang lesson, okay? Okay, determine the reference angle for theta is equal to 240 degrees and find sine theta. Okay. Okay, so solution. The first step is to determine in which quadrant the angle lies. Okay, so unsa gani value sa theta? Okay, ang value sa theta is 240 degrees. Okay, so sa asa man na siya nga quadrant? Quadrant? Okay, quadrant 3. Nganong sa quadrant 3 man? Kay tungod 240 man siya. Dili siya pwede nga sa quadrant 1 lang kay 90 degrees 90 degrees lang man ang value. Dili po siya pwede nga sa quadrant 2 lang kay 180 degrees lang man pud kutob, kundi abot jud siya sa quadrant 3. Kay 240 man nga degree ang gipangayo niya, okay? So, naa siya sa quadrant 3. Okay. Next step, calculate for the reference angle. Okay, since the angle is in the third quadrant, we have theta minus 180 degrees. Okay, so it is equal to, again, ang value sa atong theta is 240 degrees minus 180 degrees. It is equal to 60 degrees. Okay, so therefore, the reference angle is 60 degrees. Okay, so inana lang siya ka-simple. Basta kay kabalo lang jud ka magtan-aw unsa siya nga quadrant. 'Di ba? Tama ba ko? Okay. Third step, find the circular function sine theta. Okay, since the reference angle is 60 degrees, the terminal point determined by 240-degree angle is the same as the terminal point determined by 60 degree, but with different signs because of the location of the angle, the terminal point determined by. Okay, so we have here 240 degree is P. Tapos, ang kaning sa sunod is mo ni siya ang value sa x ug y. We have here negative 1/2 and negative square root of 3 over 2. So, nganong na negative man? Kay tungod, naaman siya sa quadrant 3, ma-negative ang ihang value sa x ug sa y. Diba? Okay. Thus, x is equal to, again, negative 1/2 and y is equal to negative square root of 3 over 2. So, the sine theta is equal to y. So, i-substitute ang value sa theta. Sine 240 degree is equal to, using the calculator, the answer is negative square root of 3 over 2. Okay? Understood? Do you have any question, clarification? Question. Ay, mag-question. Okay, none so far. Okay, let's proceed. Okay. The answer is negative square root of 3 over 2. Okay. Okay, let's proceed to right triangles. Okay, the trigonometric ratios. Okay, so consider a right triangle with an acute angle theta as illustrated below. Okay, so take a look at the figure. Again, sa ubos niya mo na ang iyahang adjacent side. And then, sa left side mo na ang opposite. Nganong daraan na pud ang opposite kaganina kay sa right side? Kay tungod mag-base ka sa kung asa ang angle. Kung asa ang atbang sa angle. So, diri sa right side ang angle. So, ang atbang ana mo ang ihang ginatawag jud og opposite. Mag-base jud ka kung asa ang angle. Okay? While ang longest side is mo na siya ang hypotenuse. Okay? Okay, let's proceed. The circular functions sine, cosine, and tangent functions are used to represent trigonometric ratios of the sides of a right triangle. The mnemonic SOHCAHTOA. Kay to subay sa inyohang giingon kaganina kung unsa tong topic, kay tong tama tong nag-answer ato. The mnemonic SOHCAHTOA may be used. Okay? The SO or the SOH. S sine theta is equal to opposite over hypotenuse. Next is the CA or the CAH. C cosine theta is equal to adjacent over hypotenuse. Next is the TOA or the TOA. The T or the tangent theta is equal to opposite over adjacent. Okay, so from this, we can derive the ratios for cosecant, secant, and cotangent. Okay, so we have here the cosecant theta is equal to hypotenuse over opposite. Next, we have here the secant theta is equal to hypotenuse over adjacent. And the last one, we have here the cotangent theta is equal to adjacent over opposite. Okay, next, let's proceed to special right triangles. Okay, so there are right triangles with ratios that can be calculated easily using the Pythagorean theorem. Okay, shown below are an isosceles right triangle and a 30, 60, 90-degree triangle. Okay, so take a look at the picture. So natay 45, 45, 90, 45, 45, 90 nga triangle. Naputay 30, 60, 90 na triangle. Okay, so trigonometric ratios for angles and special angles are listed in the following table. Okay, so ang first na theta is ang 30 degree. So ang sine theta, so ang value sa sine aning sa 30 degree is gamitan na itong calculator, ang sine 30 degree ang value is 1/2. While ang cosine 30 degree ang value is square root of 3 over 2. While ang tangent 30 degree, ang value is square root of 3 over 2. Ang cosecant 30 degree is equal to 2. Ang second 30 degree is 2 square root of 3 over 3. And the last one, the cotangent theta, or the cotangent 30 degree is equal to square root of 3, and so on and so forth. Same lang na siya og process sa magkuha ka ana sa 45 degree ug sa 60 degree. Okay? Do you have any question, clarification? Am I too fast? Okay, dili ra. Okay, nasabtan ba? Okay. So, dali lang na siya pangitan ng value ug naa lang dyan yung calculator. Diba? Okay, let's proceed. Okay, let's proceed to another example. Okay, so in the right triangle below, what is the measure of the hypotenuse? Okay, the first step, identify the given values. Okay, let A be the measure of the side adjacent to the 30-degree angle. Okay, so ang value sa atong theta diri is 30 degree nga naman. Okay, ang theta, ang value sa theta kay mao na ang kung unsa ang value sa degree sa figure. Okay, so ang A niya is 5, mo na siya ang value sa adjacent side. Okay? Next step, identify the measure of the hypotenuse. We use the cosine ratio to solve for the hypotenuse. We let the value of C represent the hypotenuse of the right triangle. Okay, so we have here the cosine theta is equal to adjacent over hypotenuse, which is mao ni ang trigonometric function sa cosine theta. Right? Tama ba, students? Okay, tama. Okay, so we have here the cosine 30 degree is equal to value sa adjacent, which is 5 over C. Mo ang value sa hypotenuse, which is C. Itong gi-represent na to ganina. Next, we have here ang value sa cosine 30 is square root of 3 over 2. Okay? Magamitan na siya calculator. Equals 5 over C. So, para makuha na to ang value sa C, mag-cross multiply ta. Okay? So, we have here C is equal to 5 over square root of 3 over 2. Okay, next, we have here C is equal to giunsa pagkuha si 2. So, gikuha si 2, nag-reciprocal ka sa imuhang denominator nga value. Okay? So, pag mag-reciprocal ka, ang kanang denominator sa imuhang denominator, which is ang value, sa value nga square root of 3 over 2, ang denominator niya is 2. Pag maggamit kag reciprocal, ang 2, which is ang denominator niya, mahimo na siyang numerator. Walang numerator, mahimo na siyang denominator. Okay? Okay, so manang nag-come up to 5 times 2 over square root of 3. Okay? So, yung mo lang siya i-simplify. 5 times 2, 10. 10 square root of 3 over 3. Okay? So, dali lang jud ni siya, basta na lang jud kay calculator. Kinasabtan? Any question, clarification? None so far? Okay, let's proceed. Law of sines. Okay, the law of sines, also called sine law, states that the angles of any triangle are proportional to the length of the corresponding opposite side. Okay, so consider the following triangle. Okay, take a look at the figure. By the law of sines, we have the following proportion. Okay, so we have sine A over A is equal to sine B over B and equal to sine C over C. Okay. Let's proceed to another example. Okay, example na punta para mas masabtan. Given the following triangle, solve for A. Okay. Step 1, identify the given values. Okay, the measure of the angle A is 120 degree. Okay, so based lang na siya sa figure. Take a look at the figure. Value sa measures angle A is 120 degree. The measure of angle B is equal to 30 degree, while the value of B is 22. Okay. Next step is to apply the law of sines. We have here sine A over A equals sine B over B. Okay, so substitute the values lang. Sine, value sa measure sa A kaganina, angle A, 120 degree over A, equals sine B. Ang value sa angle B na to is 30 degree over 22. Asagi ko ang 22. Muna siya ang value sa B. Based lang siya sa figure, okay? Next, the angle 120 degrees is in the second quadrant, whose reference angle is 60 degrees. Thus, sine 120 degrees has the same value as sine 60 degrees. Thus, sine 120 degrees is equal to square root of 3 over 2. Okay, so, dari na ta. Square root of 3 over 2, square root of 3 over 2 over A is equal to 1/2 over 22. So, substitute the value lang. Okay, so we have here 1/2 A. So, giunsa na siya pagkuha? Mag-cross multiply. Okay, so we have here 1/2 A is equal to, then isa mag-cross multiply na pud ka sa pika side, which is 22 times square root of 3 over 2. Okay, so para makuha ang value sa A, i-transpose nimo ang 1/2 from left side to right side, okay? So, since 1/2 man siya, pag i-transpose na nimo na siya, mubali ang number or ma-reciprocal siya based sa kung giingon ganina. Ang 1/2 or ang 1 over 2, pag i-transpose na nimo na siya, mahimo na siyang 2 over 1. Or mahimo na siyang whole number which is 2. Okay, mo na may 2 dera. 2 times 22 times square root of 3 over 2. So, simplify niyo mo na siya. Ang answer is 22 square root of 3. Okay. Next, let's proceed to law of cosines. The law of cosines, also called cosine law, states a relationship between the sides and an angle of a triangle. Consider the following triangle. Okay, so by the law of cosines, we have the following equations. Okay, so A squared is equal to B squared plus C squared minus 2BC cosine A. Nakasunod ba mo? Okay. Next, B squared is equal to A squared plus C squared minus 2AC cosine B. Next, C squared is equal to A squared plus B squared minus 2AB cosine C. Okay, so mo ang mga equations sa law of cosine. Okay? Okay, so another example. Given the following triangle, solve for C. Okay, so take a look at the figure. Okay, the first thing we need to do is to identify the given values. Okay, so the measure of the angle C is 60 degrees. The measure of or the value of our A is 18 based sa figure. The value of B is 14. Okay? Next, apply the law of cosines. Okay, so since ang gipangita diri is solve for C, ang gamiton nato nga equation diri is, of course, sa value sa C squared. Diba? Okay, solve for C man. Dili ka pwede nga maggamit ka sa equation sa A squared or sa B squared. Okay, solve for C man ang ipangita, diba? Okay, so we have here C squared is equal to A squared plus B squared minus 2AB cosine C. Okay, so substitute the value. We have here C squared is equal to 18 squared. Asa gikuha si 18 kay value na siya sa A. Plus 14 squared asa gikuha si 14. Mo na ang value sa B. Minus 2 times 18 times 14 times cosine 60 degrees. So, asa gikuha si cosine 60 degree. Gikapi lang ng cosine, tapos ang value sa angle C is 60 degrees. So, gibutang na to dara ang 60 degree. Next, C squared is equal to 18 squared plus 18 squared is equal to 324 plus 14 squared. Ang answer is 196 minus 2 times 18 times 14, the answer is 504 times the value of cosine 60 degree is 1/2. Okay? Next, we have here C squared is equal to, so dari na ta sa 324 plus 196, so the answer is 520 minus, so 1/2 sa 504 or 504 times 1/2, the answer is, okay, 252. Okay, so 520 minus 252, the answer is 268. Okay, so para makita na to ang value sa C, ato nga na siyang i-square both side kay para unsa? Para ma-cancel out ang square sa C. Okay? Para mabilin ang C na lang. Tama ba? Okay, tama. Okay, so we have here C is equal to, square nimo ang 268. The answer is 2 square root of 67. Okay, so mo na ang ato ang value sa C. Okay, so do you have any question, clarification about sa topic? Pangutan na mo. Signa may question. Anyone? Okay, wala na. Okay, so if wala na may question, let's proceed to our next activity. Okay, so our next activity is called Trigonometry Team Challenge. Okay, same group from our last activity. Today, I will present scenarios on the screen, and you will write your answer on the paper, okay? Okay, the first group to answer a question correctly will receive 5 points, while the other group will only have 3 points in each question, okay? Okay. Okay, so the first question is, are you ready? Okay. As I count 1 to 3, Diha pa mo mag-answer, okay? Okay, sabay-sabay lang mo mag-answer. Okay, the first question is, okay, so paunhanay lang ni siya ha. Group 1, Group 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so first is, find the exact value of tangent 60 degree. Okay, 1, 2, 3, go. Okay, Group 1 got the correct answer. The answer is square root of 3. Okay, very good, Group 1. Okay, Group 1 got 5 points, while Group 2, 3, and 4 got 3 points. Okay, so take note of that in a 1/4 sheet of paper together with the members in each group, okay? Okay, next question. Given angle side angle, or the ASA, right law, I mean, which law should you use first? Okay, 1, 2, 3, go. Okay, Group 2 got the correct answer. The answer is law of sines. Okay, very good, Group 2. Group 2 got 5 points, while Group 1, 3, and 4 got 3 points. Okay, next. Given side, or the SSS, which law should you use first? 1, 2, 3, go. Okay, Group 3 got the correct answer. The answer is law of cosines. Okay, Group 3 got 5 points, while Group 1, 2, and 4 got 3 points. Okay, next question. Find the exact value of secant 45 degrees in 1, 2, 3, go. Okay, Group 4 got the correct answer. What is the answer, Group 4? The answer is square root of 2. Okay, very good, Group 4. Group 4 got 5 points, while Group 1, 2, and 3 got 3 points. Okay, next. Okay, so total your score, each group, total your score and write it in a 1/4 sheet of paper and pass it in front. Okay, so I have a question for you. Any representative or any volunteer to answer the question? Okay, by the way, continue sa atas ato ang activity. Wa pa day tanahuman. So, next question. Given sides, okay, balik sa group, wala pa tanahuman. Napaday sunod na question, sorry. Okay, so, okay, balik sa group, silence please. Okay, so, next question. Given sides, A is equal to 4, B is equal to 5, and the measure of angle A is equal to 30 degree, or the SSA, or the side angle. Which law should you use? A triangle has sides x is equal to 2 and y is equal to 3, with the included angle C is equal to 120 degree. Write the law of cosines formula set up for finding side z. Okay? 1, 2, 3, go. Okay. Group 3 got the correct answer. What is the answer? Group 3? The answer is law of sines. Okay. Very good. Group 3 got 5 points while the group 1, 2, and 4 got 3 points. Next question. A triangle has sides x is equal to 2 and y is equal to 3, with the included angle z is equal to 120 degrees. Okay, so write the law of cosines formula set up for finding side z. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, go. Okay, group 1 got the correct answer. Okay, so what is the answer, group 1? Okay, the answer is z squared is equal to 2 squared plus 3 squared minus 2 times 3 cosine 120 degrees. Okay, very good. Okay, total your scores. Okay, total your scores, everyone. Write the members in a 1/4 sheet of paper, total your scores, and pass it in front. Okay. Go back to your proper seats, everyone. Wala pa tanahuman. Okay. Okay, so I have a question. What must we always know about an angle and its corresponding side to successfully use the law of sines? Any volunteer to answer? Yes? Okay, thank you for that idea. Okay, how about which trigonometric function's value is represented by the x coordinate on the unit circle? Okay. Okay, nice. Naminaw jud na imo sa ako ang discussion. Next. What are the two types of triangles that require the law of cosines? Unsa tong two types of triangles? Okay, very good. Do you have any question, clarification? If wala, mag-quiz ta. Okay, so get one whole sheet of paper. Okay, so this is the quiz. Okay, the instruction is to identify the term or formula being described. Choose the letter of the correct answer and write it in a one whole sheet of paper. Okay? Okay, so diretso na mo answer. Okay, you can start, everyone. Are you done? Humana og answer? Okay. Time's up. Humana ang time sa pag-answer ninyo sa quiz. Okay. Please pass all your papers in front. Okay. Do you have any question, clarification about sa topic? Basig na po may nalibugan or na po may something question? Wala na? Wala na. Okay, so this is your assignment. Okay, ipasa ni siya next meeting. Okay, ibutang ninyo ni siya sa one whole sheet of paper. Okay, so the assignment is entitled Trigonometry Concepts. Okay, so the instruction is to solve the following problems and write it in a one whole sheet of paper. Show your solution, okay? So show your solution ha. Dili diretso og answer. Okay, so copy and answer everyone. Ano copy? Okay, let's proceed to number 9 and 10. Mana? Okay. So ipasa na siya next meeting. So before we end, ang criteria sa assignment, okay? So the first criteria is accuracy of final answer. Okay, so description, the final exact value or ratio or formula setup is correct. The points is the total point for this for the first criteria is 5 points. Next criteria is clarity of solution. Description is steps are shown for problems 5, 6, 9, or the reasoning for the value is evident. For exact value problems, work is neat and legible. So the total of 5 points. So the total points per item is 10 points. So ang total ato is 100 points. Sa assignment kay 10 items man siya. So per item is 10 points, okay? Do you have any question, clarification? So if none, this concludes our class for this morning. Thank you for listening. Goodbye, class. Okay, goodbye. See you next meeting.